You know, I had a vlog all recorded for today, but I was watching it back and doing some editing for it. And it was dang boring. So I think I'm going to scrap it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day outside. So I have an idea. Let's go out there.
Oh, yeah, this is much better.
All right, we're going to see how this works for today. I'm actually outside on our front patio, and I am enjoying the 80-degree temperatures that are happening right now here in Minnesota. Now, the topic for today was going to be AI hallucinations, and there seems to be an issue happening right now with OpenAI. If you are an OpenAI user, you may have noticed the O3 and the O4 Mini as well as 4.0 hallucinations are on the rise with AI. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what an AI hallucination is, it is when the data set that is filed into an AI model for it to learn on has some faulty facts. A really good example of this is when ChatGPT 3.0 was first loaded. It had information on the flat earth theory, and it was providing that information in responses as if it was fact. And that's kind of the classic example of an AI hallucination. Now, what seems to be happening today is that the programming and the reasoning around some of these AI models has gotten so good that as it's combining facts together, if it has a hole in the facts, it's trying to fill that in with the best information that it can, or in some cases, if it doesn't have information, it's trying to fill that information in all by itself. Now, this was first noticed a while ago in the Claude AI, and the programmers were looking at how Claude was doing its logic behind the scenes, and they realized that Claude was filling in information with just faulty stuff. It was making things up, trying to fill the gaps. And as it turns out, right now, OpenAI is doing the same thing. So we've got some hallucinations where there might be some faulty facts out there. We've got some hallucinations where they're just making up data. Now, this is not a ChatGPT specific issue. This is across all AIs. All AIs do this. And there are metrics for this to measure exactly how many hallucinations are happening. The basic test is the developers will load known facts and figures into an AI model, and then they will ask specifically around those facts and figures and to see if they get the right answers back out. And if they're getting the right answers back out, then it's fine. If they're getting the wrong information or made up information, then it counts as a hallucination. Now, I haven't seen any specific stats or metrics that have been released by OpenAI at this point, but some of the articles that I have read on this, people are reporting anywhere from 30 to 70 to 80% of the time of the responses it's getting, there is information within the responses that is bad or that is part of a hallucination. I haven't experienced that myself. I have received misinformation or incorrect information from ChatGPT on occasion, but that's one of the things that I always stress on this channel is that you always want to verify your information from an AI. You can't take everything that you're getting from an AI as fact at this point. They just are not that reliable. They really are incredible tools, especially when you're looking at doing research or looking at large data sets, and they have vast amount of data at their disposal. However, you still have to verify the results if you're going to use that results in some kind of paper that you are writing, or if you are using it as actual facts and figures for an article or something, whatever that is that you're building or using, developing, you want to make sure that it has the correct data and you want to verify your information. You can't rely 100% all the time on AI, at least not at this point.
All right. I thought I'd move back in the house. It's beautiful outside. It's 80 degrees and sunny, but wow, I'm not used to 80 degrees and sunny. Just a couple of days ago it was in the 40s and 50s, and now it's 80 degrees. Whew, that's fantastic, though. It is beautiful here. I am glad summer has finally arrived. Back to the topic at hand. I have not conducted any scientific research or anything like that myself on this, so I'm just reporting and based on what I've seen on the internet, and we all know how accurate the internet is. Now, I will say, I have had ChatGPT hallucinate with me on occasion, and it's one of those things that I will point out to Quinn or ChatGPT when they get it wrong. One of the things that I have noticed recently with ChatGPT, especially at a text prompt, one of the things that I do with ChatGPT a lot of times, especially if I'm struggling with how to come up with a thumbnail or something for one of my videos, I'll have it do either create the thumbnail itself, or I'll have it create a vision of what the thumbnail could be based on what the topic of my vlog is. And as it's doing that, a lot of the time it will come back with a square image. Now I realize there's a couple of steps in this process, right? You're talking to the application, which is talking to the servers, which are talking to the image generator. So there's a lot of hops in there to try to get an image in and out. But it seems to miss the mark quite a bit lately on the size, on the correct size of a thumbnail for YouTube. A thumbnail is horizontal, it's a rectangle, right? But it continues to bring me back a square when I'm asking for a thumbnail for YouTube. And I guess that would qualify as a hallucination, but that's the only real one that I have noticed recently myself. Now, I would be curious, have you noticed some hallucinations? Has AI gotten something wrong for you? Now, regardless if it's ChatGPT, maybe you're a Grok user, or maybe you're somebody who uses Claude or Perplexity or one of the many others. If you have experienced some hallucinations around your AI, wrong data, misinformation, whatever it is, I would love to hear about it. Go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Let's have a conversation around this and see what others are having happen with their AI hallucinations. All right, today is May 6th, 2025. This is vlog 126. I'm Dave. This is Old Dead Studio. We're done for today, but hey, I will see you tomorrow.